start a band and come studio?
We have
it's definitely a long process, and it's something that, you know, I just...
So we should probably introduce this segment. You want to go?
Yeah, I've grown up with my dad.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Study Break. We're in a undisclosed location and we're going to be interviewing these two lovely gentlemen.
Right. So here we have Bennett, the lead guitarist, Zenith, and then we have Sam, the band manager.
That is me.
All right. So we're just going to start off. So tell us about yourself a little bit, Bennett.
Well, I am... where do I start? Age?
Just tell us what you do for a living.
What do I do for a living? Right now, I work at a place called Rosenbauer, which makes and sells their own fire trucks. And I'm a fabricator there, where I weld, cut aluminum, all that kind of stuff. Very different than what I'm actually doing as a
Why don't you tell them about your finger?
Oh yeah, I got this in a cold cut saw at work. It wasn't my fault. Malfunction. That was one of the things that isn't my fault. But the problem with that job is I'm very accident prone, but I don't realize that, you know, if I'm going to get too fast, or, you know, my head gets behind my legs, stuff happens.
And for me, like I said, my name is Sam. Right now, I'm a salesman for DirecTV. I've had a few jobs though. I've worked with this bad boy right here, Spencer Bill. I worked there for 4 years. That's how we met, and that's how I came across the podcast, actually. I basically like I like to pursue creative things, and I'm not musically gifted. I'm tone deaf, and I can't tell what notes are a lot of times. But I wanted to basically be a part of the band without actually being in the band. And I just wanted to use my business degree to put it to good use, I suppose.
Awesome. So, Bennett, what caused you to, persuaded you to start and create the band?
It's always been kind of a thing that's been half and half with certain ideas I had. Like, I used to go to college, I was maybe had other things in mind, but, you know, throughout the years they've been half and half, really. One day one would be, okay, I'm just going to scrap that and go for this. But, you know, the band thing is really, it seemed like something that is easily achievable if you just stick your head down. That's what really stuck me going. Also, I would like to think about my future. And I've been playing guitar for years, really at the end of the day for a lot of years. And I thought, you know, if I woke up, say, 20 years from now, I thought about this, and so this is a dream of mine, so that's what I created all this.
And I think we've surrounded ourselves with a good portion of people that are ready and willing to go with this. Like, one of our biggest mottos, I think I've heard him say it 9 million times at this point, is I want you to be at 120, 130, 135% all the time. And basically, it's if you're not that much in, get out. We're in this 100%, and we want to get this going. The biggest plans are I think it's kind of a faux pas to be thinking that far in the future, but we do want to move out and go around, be across the United States and everything. So we want to be that later on in life. People go basically what I would like for you guys to see is wow, we were the first interview of this awesome band. That I would love for you guys to be able to think that way. And I would love to think that I was a big part of how this band was created. That type of thing. And yeah, I think we're finding a good structural base of people who are with that idea and ready to create and ready just to make something happen. I think that we're gonna have ourselves a ball. I must say so.
How did the name come about?
That's one for you.
Okay, so, you know, I am inspired by a whole bunch of different bands. You know, it's not just one or two. There's whether it be just a lead guitarist for that band or a singer. And basically, I heard the name Zenith, and it came across my mind. And then I looked into it more, and it's something at its peak power, its greatest potential. And that's what a lot of, I think, our music is about. It's the music I write, the music I strive to be towards. I'm not going to create something that's just done like that, getting all the shots. I really take time to think about everything. It has to be, in my standards, perfect. And if there's any flaws, I go back and fix it to make sure that it's something that I would want to push out, reflect that it's also a guitar.
He's definitely a perfectionist, I would say. We also got, wasn't it a Ghost song? Also had seen it?
Yeah.
And what I've told you about Ghost? Yeah. I've told you. Very good. Hit me up, man. What's the next question?
Alright. So, how did you get all the members of your band together?
Yeah, so I knew that my rhythm guitarist now, I knew him through my brother, and I was thinking one day, when this was just first starting to sprout, before we even had a band name, before everything was set, I thought, I knew he played guitar, he was really good at it, so I told him to hit him up, make sure he was down for it. So that became him as the guitarist. I was constantly trying to find people, and sometimes you just run into the right people at the right time. I actually ran into my lead singer at a concert where he actually stood right next to me. It took knowing a friend that knew her, and I eventually went to his apartment, and I knew him. I was like, he stood right next to me the whole concert.
I was at that concert too, oddly.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I was in the back trying to get attention to the other guy. I was like, how are you? Get a little right there. Something that I think men really appreciate is,
Do you want that apple
I guess I put on the schmarm a little bit. We were hanging out at Ari's apartment with the singer, and he said he was doing his band, and I was like, I want to be a part of this. Let me be a part of this. He's like, and his exact words were, man, everybody wants to be a part of this, but like I know that he just wants to be a part of it, but not like he can't sing or anything, so that's why he's saying this. I took my persuasive skills, like my business and my basically I'm trained to do that now. I sell things to people. I basically used that and said, my job for you as your manager is to make sure you don't have to worry about the business side of things. I want you just to focus on the art of making that music, and I will deal with all the. Can I swear on this thing? I don't know if I can or not.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
We've
guys can bleep me in post if you want. Yeah.
I mean, the beginning of this whole podcast, it was pretty rough.
We're gonna try and keep it all PG, and then like we were going to, and then like we just kind of let it go.
Yeah.
That was the original stance, but
If you see anything where it starts and where it ends, it's very different.
Yes.
Things evolve and things change. Very true. And I'm ready for us to evolve and change. See what happens to us.
How do you guys think the chemistry of our group works together?
Right now, we're pretty fresh. It's pretty fresh, and like we're probably at we're not at square zero, but we're probably at square 2.5 or something at this point.
It's definitely far from just starting. If there is any faults in anywhere, I won't be afraid to say anything. I will, move people around where I see fit. But as far as everyone's into music, I got people who know what they're doing on an instrument. Very good at that, so I found the right people so far. But yeah, if I find any roadblocks,
And basically with that, it's like he is very, I guess blunt isn't the correct term because it has a negative connotation to it, but affirmative, I guess would be a better way to say it, is that if there is some nonsense going on, he's going to listen, fix this, or I'll fix it myself. How I fix it's not going to be very nice. And I like that. I like that effort that people put into that type of thing. And like in my personal life, I'm very like, oh yeah, we'll just try this again next time. But in a business, you can't be like that, and that's what drew me to with that type of thing. And, otherwise, Ari is a very close friend of ours, and he's pretty top notch in what he does. I do have to say, and like so that it's really clicking on that front right there. He always dresses like that. Yeah, it's the thing is, he just always looks like he's about ready to go on stage.
So what did you choose the genre you did for music?
That's just always been what I was into. I mean, I'm open to everything except for the country.
Not even classic country, like George Strait style.
Okay, yeah, but you know, I'm not going to get a beat for that song.
I got
It's
you.
playing, I'm like, all right. But I listen to a whole bunch of things, but you know, metal just sounded the best to me. You know, also playing the guitar, all that distortion, just the way you can do it. There's so many
Hey man,
frets.
you look at it, but then it's like, that's good.
There's so many different possibilities and so many creative ways you can make music and you know, it makes you happier. You know, they say there's studies on that, but it makes me happier. If I were to pick up a guitar, you know, nothing's in my way. I zone out and just.
Metal is also really fun because there's a lot of ways you can take that. A lot of times you can well, I personally think the music industry altogether, it's getting so interfused together that some things you don't even know what to call that genre. Like, what is a genre at this point? But metal has it has a very specific thing what it is and people know about it. Heavy riffs, hard music, a lot of guitar. And that's the staple of metal. But what we add onto it is we like to do a lot of live things going on. We're planning on doing that a lot. Other than that, we have a lot of industrial influence as well. On which basically what that would entail is kind of like, how would you explain industrial?
I don't know how to explain it.
It is kind of
Nachos?
We are ordering food as we speak.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
It's okay, you can have it. You just go for it, man. It doesn't have to be like, this is an interview. It's not like you're interviewing to be the CEO of Gillette Razors or something.
No, that's exactly what it was.
Oh, crap.
Surprise.
Oh, well, geez, I'm not going to be your manager anymore. I want to go do that. Dude, would you take that up? Like, hey, you want to be CEO of Gillette right now? I would. Yeah, like...
I met the CEO of Campbell's once at a funeral.
Really?
There you go.
All right.
I sold the owner of Christopher's and Company Pizza multiple times. Well, let's tail back to the music, I suppose.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sorry about
It's all about the fun part about it. If you don't know where they go.
True.
Who else would expect it? It's just going to be this flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can eat some nachos while we
Shit happens.
You know how many times I've seen interviews
just
where
send
people
it-
start vaping right in the middle?
Just sitting in class and the pizza delivery guy just shows up and
Still on?
Yeah, it's still on.
What?
Here, I'll cut this little part. Yeah, it's still on.
That was from...
I'm just kind of.
Wait, what?
Yeah, right there.
Buddy.
What?
He's a good Christian stick.
I had to. I was just
By the way,
kidding.
there is some killer metal Christian out there. Christian metal.
I'm
It's
sorry.
weird.
I will keep. I'll do my best to keep no guys out.
Alright.
Alright.
Stay up with that question.
Yeah.
It's okay, you're eating. It's fine.
So, even though you are still a newer band, was it hard to start off with that little momentum?
Well, yeah, it's definitely hard because a lot of times, you don't know where to start with things like that, and even with connections, it's even hard to you have to be fully interconnected to the music industry a lot of times. Like when you're just fresh, you're by yourself, you don't have any other systems in. A lot of the bands these days are compiled of bands from previous time. The leader of Stone Temple Pilots was doing a band with the people from Linkin Park and stuff like that. They're all mishmashed together. But if you're not a part of that, if you're just kind of an upstart just by yourself, it's hard to get that notoriety. And so that's why we reach out to whatever we can find here. And it so happens to meet you guys actually. I feel like you have anything to connect to that.
I was just listening to you.
Is there anything that you regret doing or not doing along the way?
There was something that we regret doing, but I have. It's you don't know it yet. Basically,
That'll be a fun surprise.
it's not even like no, you'll like it, but
there you go.
basically, I handled it off screen. I've handled it all basically, and you will be happy about it. But yeah, there was something that I regretted doing, and basically, I guess I don't know how to phrase this. I handled it, and we are moving on without any distraction. Yes. Not really anything we regretted at this point, I would have to say, like, entirely, other than, like, cheesy auditions. It's
Well, I would love to have a whole bunch of auditions. Those are the best. I can be like,
I wonder
this
if
guy's
the
good,
one
but-
might coming soon.
Just like have them show up and you're like, we'll have to consider it.
I mean,
Go.
that's just what I do is, you know, I have a very strong business background, you know, I love business and entrepreneurship and all that, you know, and so when it comes to people being in the band or wanting to join, I'm very laid back, nice to anybody, of course, but when it comes to that, I don't mean to be a dick, but I will make sure that my vision's not changed or screwed up the day I put into it.
And, like, a lot of times with business side of things, like, you can't repeat that for everybody watching out there. If you do anything in business, you will one day find yourself as a bad guy. Because regardless of what you do, if you try to please everybody, congratulations, you're bankrupt. Like, you have to be a dick sometimes. You have to be that assertive guy who just goes, listen, I haven't been saving money, so I'm sorry I have to let you go, or I'm sorry I have to dock some pay. Are you willing to take that? Or I might have to cut the other people off. Or like, hey, that's just not going to work. That's too much money. Or something like that. Well, you have to kind of be this. You kind of have to leave your heart at the door sometimes, which is sad to say, but it's how people progress sometimes.
Right. In a way, it's almost not a sad way. You know?
Oh.
If you're so tied up in other people and afraid of hurting other people's feelings, they're just going to grab you and let you down. So that's why you got to take what you got and run it with full force. Otherwise, you know, you can make it very well for yourself, or you can get run down and your dreams won't even happen.
And it's true, and eventually, no matter what you do, even if you have good intentions, you're going to get someone mad. Remember, I did that. Multiple times I've done that. In like a couple months, maybe I would like, oh, I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to do that. But eventually you're going to do it, so why like try to fight it? You can be like, be your best person, but also when it comes down to your well-being and in how you're going to survive or like pay the bills, you gotta be that way. It's a sad truth of life, or just a truth of life, depending on how you look at it.
Where do you expect to see this band in like 6 months from now?
6 months. 6 months, I will be very happy. I will be very happy because the snow will be gone.
True.
And
Yeah.
I will. And I will be. That involves with the like more wet, nice weather. It involves better recording area. Like we can a lot of more times. Like there's a lot more voluntary like ability with it. Like when people are more outgoing when the weather's nice. It's so funny. I don't know. Am I missing something?
I don't know.
His matches are falling apart.
I mean.
It's the little things, you know?
Yeah.
I don't mind. You just keep doing it.
Yeah. I was just confused, I suppose. Like, if people are more outgoing when it's warm outside. Like,
Not only that, the winters suck here. I'm tired of them.
Yeah, like it's been like the coldest winter yet.
Yeah, I mean,
No, it
it's
hasn't.
ridiculous. It has.
It has
Well,
actually in
well,
like the
we're
last
alive.
30 years.
Seriously? I guess it's
It's reached record low numbers.
it was negative 15 like 2 days ago, so.
Yeah.
That's why I was in California.
We reached like negative 65 at one point.
Yeah, it was
we
in
were,
beautiful
we were
Catalina.
colder than Antarctica.
It was so green,
Antarctica
so
at
beautiful.
that point.
Wow. Yeah, when 6 months from now, definitely it warms up. You know, I love the warm, you know, blue skies. That's what I love. I wouldn't have it any other way. And I have this big shed, and usually when it's obviously nice out, it could be dark, whatever. We're really loud. I'd be able to go out on the drums and get everything together, and just really jam out and have a good time.
Well, yeah, if you guys know any drummers, just help with those.
Even at that,
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
most times we even go to 2 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Okay. Maybe I can convince you to.
You can be the one that's going somewhere.
So, and basically, I guess, along with the weather part of it, it's
Hey,
6 months.
You want to audition? I won't say no until I hear you.
They need you to hit things with sticks.
Basically, I do believe and predict we're gonna have an EP recorded probably.
Oh, definitely.
And then I believe in my own stuff that I will find us at least one gig within, not even just that, before 6 months even. Like, I'm gonna find us stuff. So, and I've already had like a few ideas to create our own type of gig matter.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it's just
so
there's a
many
lot coming on the horizon, and we are excited.
Between there.
Mm-hmm. It'd be weird if I wasn't excited.
Yeah.
What is the meaning behind your music, if there is any? Or do you just like the way it sounds?
Well, that's a definite
Not only
question.
that, I don't know. A lot of songs I've actually created, I found a note, and then the closest note you could probably go a step down. I played that, and I actually made a whole song out of it, and it's entirely, I created it in 5 minutes. And it's one of the songs I'm really proud of, because, when you get your friends together, like, hey, do you want to hear this? And they hear it, and they actually give you good feedback. And I tell them, don't save my soul. Tell me what's wrong here, if it's good. I want to hear that. I don't care.
Critiquing is very important.
I take it good. You can tell me whatever the hell you want. But that's one of the things that, strive me to keep going is, if I hear that it's actually good and it's just shitting with me, that just gets the creative flow going that much faster. And the meaning I could have, maybe it just starts with a plain riff that's in my head, and I just keep building on it. Or, I can have a riff in my head, but if it's like, then it just goes away. And the sad thing is, if I don't have a guitar in my hand at the point, I could be at work and it comes in my head, then I may forget it. There was one day, I was at another job. It was a 12-hour shift job, every day, and I liked it. But right when I started working, I have this intro. And I'm like, I cannot forget this whole 12-hour shift. I constantly kept it in my head. That was the hardest thing I played. It was so ridiculous. I had drums, synths, guitar, all that melodies in my head. I just kept going the whole day.
You could have just recorded yourself saying it and then saved that, so you could have saved yourself a lot of worry.
I've done
I'm
that
working,
before.
man.
Like I was about to take a shower. I'm like, oh, that sounds really good. So I just kind of pull up my phone.
Oh, the shower ideas, the best ideas.
Yeah, it could be meanings behind songs. It could be, certain events that have happened recently or during the day, or it could be, man, I just got this kick-ass riff going, and I just go for it. It's kind of a thing where you can't second guess yourself, just straight up go.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Have you listened to the band Lit?
Have I listened to it thoroughly? No. Do I know one of their songs? Yes.
Alright. Basically, every one of their songs is based on that right there. They either just they're going through stuff that happened to them or they're not listening to. All their songs are just pure, straight from the heart. And they're all either metal and rock, most of the indie rock.
See, I don't know if our sound would steer off more towards rock, but if I did make something that had to be rock and it felt just solid, not changing certain as it is, then yeah, I'll definitely do that. It's not really that percent to one sound. The metal in general, definitely.
We're definitely it's our set right there. That's our stepping off point. Everything else, like a wet, will branch off after that. So right now, we're gonna focus on that melodic metal, that industrial melodic metal. And as time goes on and our ideas change, things might happen. And you know, sometimes that's where like there's a disconnect in audience and artists. A lot of times with that type of thing, they're like, why are you doing this? You like this before. Well, as artists, like you got to do what makes you feel creative. After a while, one type of thing where you're stuck in one set for so long, it's no longer any good. You don't have your heart anymore. So I always appreciate when people's like, oh, listen, man, this is just making me make good, solid music these days, and that's going to be one of our pinnacle points.
Well, all the other questions I had, or I guess we had, and you answered in the other questions.
Okay.
So, yeah. I think that's all we got for our
I am
questions.
known for taking a one word technique before. So
Yeah.
You and me both, man.
yeah,
I bet that comes handy in writing essays.
it does actually. I remember I did one. It was supposed to be 2 pages, and I was like, yeah, I got a little out of hand, so it turned into a 10-page assignment.
Yeah.
Don't know why I did that, but I did.
There was one time, I think this was actually in our American Experience class, but we had to write a 3-page essay, and I could sum up the whole thing in like 2 sentences, but I still like spread it out over those 3, and then I only added an extra space after a period sometimes, or
Accuracy.
So basically, like the trick to that, is use as many describing words as you can.
Called adjectives.
Well, this is yeah, that's true.
I think they're called verbs actually.
Oh, all right.
No, we're talking Mad Lib style. Describe word. It's like
I think of a Mad Lib
the man was vigorously looking deep within the yellow shaded eyes of his superior. The bulbousness of his nose reeked of this, like, you know, it's just like you could take a sentence that goes, he looked at another guy. You could take it, like, make a paragraph just by describing it.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
The technical term for that kind of writing is called an exploded moment.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you know?
She's probably the smartest one out of us.
Fact of
Yeah,
the
she
day,
is.
everybody. Put a little graphic say, fact of the day.
got that correct?
That fact. I'm sorry, I just gave you editing.
Alright, what's
Didn't
my
mean to do
writing?
that.
I mean, hey, I'll take all the help I can get.
Okay.
Not.
I'm supposed to write something down.
So what were you? Since we didn't get to get the podcast part of it, I kind of want me and Ben to kind of want to. What did you guys talk about today?
You can take my band. And you just do
Yeah,
what
what did you guys talk about so we can like maybe weigh in or something?
So today we had what we want to see in 2019 segment.
Oh yeah.
We had one for games, movies, and TV songs. That kind of
Okay.
stuff. We had politics, but we left it blank, so we just kind of skipped that.
Yeah.
We all know you guys are good with politics.
Oh, yes.
We are very big on the
Spectrum.
government issue.
Yeah.
We're not.
That one.
I'm never
Yes,
on
that
that
one.
segment. I'm very hardcore towards my beliefs.
All right. And I respect that.
I don't know how to spell government, so I stay away from it.
Respect.
What happened to her
Government.
being the smartest one here?
I mean,
There's an N in it, so if you forget that.
we also did a midlife crisis simulator.
Midlife crisis simulator.
We
I
just.
don't even know what it was.
I
They
mean,
just-
there was a friend of ours. He was talking about how dolphins were smarter than people and something about hamburgers raining down Minnesota Avenue. I'm not sure what the hell he
And
was
dolphins,
talking
I
about.
am down. I want some
Rabbits in there
hamburgers.
too.
We're literally at a restaurant.
Yeah. I mean,
But I want like a free hamburger.
oh. I mean, you and me both.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure what exactly that entailed. So we were gonna make a skit out of it, and then he didn't show up because he's been like off the radar or something.
I see.
No.
Carson.
Ooh, probably high.
Fun fact, this is less related, but if you go to Taco Bell when they're doing that donate $1, get a coupon for like a free taco,
Yeah.
if you do that just like a bunch of times and then just keep going through the line to get one taco at a time, you're saving money because those tacos are like $1.37 and those coupons are only $1. So you're saving 37 cents each taco.
But is it necessarily free though?
I mean,
No.
it's cheaper.
It's cheaper, but like, hey, get a free taco if you donate $1. It's not free.
Here's a
You're
free
still
$1
paying.
If you pay me, we will give you a free taco.
Yeah.
I definitely like doing that. What I would do is I grab all my friends and we have this Suburban and fill it up with 8 people and just go around one for each people.
What my mom used to do when I was little is she'd get this coupon that says you can get so much off if you only buy this many amounts of the item. And so she'd have 2 carts, and she'd send me first with a coupon, and I'd pay for everything with the card, and then I'd give her the card back, and then she'd go through again.